reports, walk and talks. We really cover everything on it. So download that app right away. DennisMichaelLynch.com/donations is also something, if you guys have the capability of doing it, it's really helping DML out. He's been getting a lot of new equipment, obviously his new studio that I haven't even seen yet in person. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to go see that, but obviously it's gorgeous. But that's all because of you guys and everything that you've donated to him up until this point. So it's really important. DennisMichaelLynch.com/donations. Looks like we're getting our audience going here. I have not been to the studio yet because I've got a lot of stuff going on in my own life. I haven't not been involved in DML. I've been doing things behind the scenes. I've been doing a lot of writing for the website, which is really important for us. I've been doing the DML reports, videos from my apartment that I write. I film it on my own. I upload it on my own, which is taking up, a good amount of my time, but I'm in it. And now I'm going to be helping with his documentaries. So for those of you wondering and asking, where's Scarlett? I'm doing a lot of stuff, just not some of the walk and talks that I know a lot of you guys rely on. But I'm here in my home and I've got my dogs too. This is Rambo. Hopefully he stays quiet. He's very rambunctious. Panda clearly wants to go on a walk, but that's not going to happen until after the walk and talk. And her feet are going to get super muddy because it's gross outside. But yeah, not yet, Panda. Not yet. And, one thing that I did want to mention too, that DML has been awesome. I'm also staying in Houston right now. I haven't moved out to New York because I am getting married. Oh, so exciting. But it'd kind of be awful for me to just be like, see a fiance, and just up and move to New York right now when we have this wedding in the fall. I got engaged last fall, so it's going to be like a year of planning. Can you tell that I'm planning? It's exciting. But okay, so now you guys know where I've been, what I've been doing, how to find my stuff, DML, DennisMichaelLynch.com, the DML app. There you go. Let's get into a little bit of what I'm going to talk about today. So one of the things, for those of you that don't know me, is that I used to work for local news. So I was very involved with the media for a long, long time. In middle school, I wrote for my middle school newspaper. High school, I was the editor-in-chief of my high school paper. And in college, I switched to broadcast news because we had a great broadcast news program. So I know a lot of the ins and outs of local news. I interned at NBC Nightly News, ABC. I've worked for Fox. I've worked for... and right now, the media is under a lot of heat and pressure from President Donald Trump. And a lot of people have an issue with him talking about it and bringing it up so much. Why did he spend a lot of his time slamming them yesterday during his press conference? And I kind of want to talk to you guys and give you a little inside perspective. So that's what our first portion of this conversation is going to be, an inside perspective into the local news world. So as a reporter, when I would go into a local, my daily job, I'd come in with several story ideas. I'd sit in a table with my news director, sometimes the general manager and producers, and they get to decide of my stories, which one they get to pick. If they don't like any of them, they pick their own for me. So they dictate every single story that goes into the news. I don't dictate it as a reporter. I can come up with some ideas, and I'll get into that in a minute of some examples that I have pitched in the past that didn't get through. But the media has the capability, and I don't think everyone really grasps why President Trump is talking about it so much. They really have the capability of getting whatever news they want to get out. They can title their articles whatever they want to title it. They can choose this story but not that story. They can choose that guy's side but not that guy's side. And it's really scary. And I was in it for almost 5 years. Wasn't what I was expecting when I went to school, everything that I learned. It's pretty much the exact opposite. We're living in a world that's completely different. And I think it's important to talk to you about this. So one of the things that I pitched not too long ago before I was let go from Fox was a story on Christianity. So there's this guy here in Houston that was making Bibles for countries that have never had the Bible. So he was translating it into languages that the Bible has never been translated to. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what a beautiful story. This would get a lot of attention. A lot of people here in Texas love it. Well, depends on who your general manager is. Depends on who your news director is. Depends on who your producer is if you get that story out. I pitched that story. It was a no-go. Sorry, Scarlett, not enough people are interested. Not enough people are going to want to watch this. Okay, got to listen to what they say, right? 2 days later, another reporter at my station pitched a story on a woman who read faces and facial lines and hand lines and gave you your future. She was a Chinese future teller. And obviously one of the reporters was kind of into that kind of thing. And so she pitched that idea, same time I did. She got to do that story. She got to do that story during that time. And my story about the Bible being translated into languages it's never been translated to, a guy here in Houston locally is doing that, started this huge organization. No, not good enough. So there is just one example of how local news works. It depends on who your boss is. Now, I'm not saying that there can't be a conservative news director out there, a conservative producer that allows things to happen. But we all know that the majority of local news, the majority of the mainstream media is liberal. And that is how they can dictate what we all see. And so President Trump is spending, I don't know how many minutes of his 77-minute speech on the media for a reason. And for those that are complaining about it, I get it, but I also understand why he's doing it. He needs to hit it home to every viewer out there who's just like, oh my gosh, look at what, this news station is saying, when they don't know that there's a couple of other news stations that are reporting either the opposite of that or something completely different. And so as far as Trump's press conference goes, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the headlines that came out yesterday. This one is fun. I wrote some of them down. Okay, so this is how the media can dictate to you how you're going to view this press conference. Vanity Fair. Trump rants against the media in rambling press conference. Trump rants against the media in rambling press conference. Sounds very opinionated to me. I don't know, whoever is going to read that article is obviously going to get one side. It's clear. Who titles their argument that our president is ranting and raving? He had some things to say. But you want to title your article ranting and raving? Now I'm going to go into some of the other ones. CNN, Trump attacks media in lengthy, combative press conference. So you're complaining about the fact that our president has something to say because it was 77 minutes long. You're complaining that our president took the time to talk about a lot of different issues that are going on. I don't care if it's President Obama, Bush, Clinton, whoever. If they have to talk for 77 minutes, our president, that's cool with me. I don't know about you guys. But to title it, Trump attacks media in lengthy, why is it necessary to put that into the article? Clearly, these are the types of little things that you can tell how they're being, but it's okay to some people. It's not okay to Trump, and it's not okay to a lot of other people. Next one, I'm going to go by these next couple ones a little bit faster. Trump under fire returns to the campaign. This is CNN. Trump's under fire? Who's he under? No, CNN. You're putting him under fire. You're the only ones writing these articles along with some of the other liberal news outlets. Trump's not under fire. He's just simply talking about different issues that are going on right now. Sure, he's maybe under fire by people that don't believe with his political ideologies. He's under fire for the people that didn't vote for him. But to title the article, once again, CNN, claiming to be your trusted news source, Trump under fire. That's not a fair and balanced article title. I'm the reporter that's going to give you the news, folks. DML is the news outlet that's going to give you the news. We're just going to title things as they are. We're going to give you this side. We're going to give you that side. And it's up to you guys to decide. It's not up to it's not up to CNN. It's not up to MSNBC. It's not up to Fox News to tell me how I should be summarizing a press conference. Don't just tell me what Trump holds press conference. Okay, he holds press conference. Let's talk about everything that happened, not just Russia, not just taxes, not just Obamacare. Let's talk about everything, and that's just not what these guys do. Oh my gosh, there's a couple of other ones. Behind his bluster. Oh my gosh. MSNBC. Behind his bluster, Trump seems to fear major news organizations. That was the title of their article after yesterday's press conference. Trump, his bluster. What? Behind his bluster, he fears. No, I don't know about you. I'm going to get into this in a second too. I'm not going to talk too much about the press conference itself, but I thought he came off very confident. You have to admit, the guy didn't read off a script. You know, he's not somebody like previous presidents we've seen, most presidents we've seen that are coming into this whole thing with a script in mind, talking to us through somebody else, wanting us to hear something that we want to hear, giving us something that we want to hear, rather. He's just speaking his own mind. Don't you appreciate that? Anything can come out of his mouth at any moment in time. And I think that's great. If it's something bad, oop, we got you. We know what you're thinking. But if it's a 77-minute conversation, the guy's talking to us saying okay between every sentence, sort of like an I'm okay with that. He's a fresh take on our presidency. Let me think here. I inherited, so Fox was one of the only ones, as well as Wired. I don't know if you guys have ever gone to wired.com. Again, you just have to be careful with who you're going to. I'm going to tell you that DML we're trying to create something here, a news organization you can trust from start to finish. So I'm going to say, if I think Fox News had a good article here titled, I inherited a mess, in quotations, because that's what he said. Trump holds press conference, blast media. Let's take a look at that. I inherited a mess. Okay, Trump said that. That can be in the title. That's fair. Trump holds press conference. He held a press conference. Blast media. He blasted the media. Okay? And so that's the type of title that's, okay. Not just a one-sided look on negative things. Trump blasted media. I've got my computer up here, and I have some stuff that I'm going to show you in a second, but it just disappeared, and I want to make sure it stays up. Okay. So as far as the press conference goes, one of the things that I do want to say, I know I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to try, I'm going to give you guys the news as it is, but I'm going to try not to put my opinions into anything. But with that being said, everyone knows that I voted for Trump because I posted that on my personal Facebook page, and I was fired for it. One of the things that I did, and I do appreciate about him, is the fact that he's doing everything that he has said that he is going to do. I think all of the negativity in all of this right now is from the side that was never happy with any of the things that he said he was going to do. Okay? So he said Obamacare, first couple weeks of his presidency, Obamacare, see ya. Illegal immigration, see ya. Terrorist threats, see ya. Too much regulation, see ya. Okay? People aren't happy with that. People aren't happy with the fact that he's sticking to some of the plans all along that he said he would do. Now, Hillary Clinton won the election, and it takes her 6 months to get that education reform through. It takes her 6 months to get her tax reform through. It's just the same thing over and over again. And I don't understand how other people don't realize how he's different and how he's actually acting on. It's scary. It's scary for some people. Oh, wait, he's really going to do what he said he's going to do. I appreciate it. No matter what, if Hillary Clinton were to take office and she were to have gotten a ton of the stuff done that she said she was going to get done in the first couple of weeks, I probably would have nodded my head and been like, dang, I didn't want that to happen, but she followed through with her promises. She's doing it. So I do see. It's just they want to make it look like he's doing things that are crazy. And that's what the media is doing. Man, I could talk about the media, and so could Trump, for a really long time. But I just wanted to give you my perspective, being in the media and the local news for a really long time, and why I've chosen to be with DML, and why I want you guys to really, truly, honestly, and fully trust that we are just going to tell the news what is going on like it is. Don't expect me to take Trump's side if he does something wrong. Don't, because I'm going to report on it. Don't expect me to not report things that are happening out in the world that, you know, that are bad, I guess, on the conservative end. If there are conservatives that are doing crazy, horrible things, I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to report on it. I'm going to. So that's what I want you guys to expect from me and from DML in our reports. I'm not going to try to sway you like, oh my gosh, look what, you know, Obama said and what Clinton's doing, and just push all of that. It's going to be both. I just want you guys to really, really have a news outlet that you can look at and say, at least they do both. So moving on to the next topic I wanted to talk about was Ivanka Trump and Nordstrom's. And that's where I have this video, and I wanted to talk to you about it with people that are now boycotting Nordstrom's for taking Ivanka Trump's fashion line out of its department stores. For me, this was extremely shocking and sad, obviously, because I think her designs are beautiful. I like Nordstrom's. I've shopped at Nordstrom's for years, and I personally just don't understand, and I don't think anybody should understand. I don't think it should be something that people are like, yeah, that should happen. Like, department stores should totally like get into like the political life and everything like that. I just don't understand. It's not supposed to be like that. Go shop go buy what you want to go buy. Ivanka, just because her father has become the president, you want to boycott, you want to take her stuff out of your department store because you don't like who's the president of the United States. It's just really sad. And I think a lot of people are now responding to it, just like liberals have responded to boycotting some other organizations that have conservative ideologies. I honestly don't see the point in it. I think it hurts a lot of people, and it doesn't make sense to me. But I wanted to show you this video that was on our DML Facebook page, as well as DML, DennisMichaelLynch.com. You guys can take a look at this, but these are some women, and this is what's happening right now. Some people are saying it's not hurting Nordstrom. Some people are saying that it is hurting Nordstrom's. But take a look at this video of these women who no longer want to shop at Nordstrom's.
They caved. Because they caved. No money for Nordstrom's. What are we doing? We're deciding just Ivanka. We're deciding that we will shop where Ivanka shops.
We are all here to close our accounts.
We are all here to close our accounts, she said.
To let you know, for those who are cash shoppers, that will no longer be shopping.
Going to Dillard's.
Going to Dillard's. All right. So these women are kind of taking, this is the next viral video, I guess. Let me turn this down. That's the next viral video, I guess. They're kind of funny, but I think it's hurting a lot of people. I don't think it's something that they should have to make that decision. They should have to post a video like this. I think that all department stores, all businesses should stay out of the political world and just sell what they need to sell. If somebody wants to, be conservative and have their shoes sold at your store, don't boycott and don't say no. It doesn't make any sense to me. And especially coming from the president's daughter, who, mind you, history has shown that the first lady, and now obviously with Donald Trump and his daughters, who are fashion gurus, always are fashion icons to the public in some fashion or another. And, to take that away from Donald Trump's daughters, I think it's just bad. I think it's just wrong. So I just definitely wanted to give you guys my 2 cents on that, because it's just not cool, to be honest. Oh my gosh, this was another thing that I wanted to talk about, was a video that we posted to our Facebook page, to Dennis Michael Lynch's Facebook page. I did a video on Ted Cruz the other day, a bill that he was introducing that would revoke the citizenship of any American who decided to join ISIS, to help ISIS out, or to join any jihadist group in the country. And sorry, my dog's over there whining, waiting for me to let him outside. And if I do that, he's going to start barking. So let me just let him out there. Okay, so we wanted to advertise that video. It was a video on that bill that he introduced for revoking the citizenship of anybody, any U.S. citizen, which is crazy that U.S. citizens, because there are Americans who want to help ISIS out. Don't ask me. They're crazy. But he wants to revoke their citizenship, rightfully so. I mean, is there any arguing with that? Well, I posted a video and Dennis wanted to share it and make it an advertisement so it could get a broader audience. And you won't believe what Facebook said when he tried to do that. Facebook literally responded, this is not advertiser friendly. I don't think that's ever happened to us before. It's officially starting to happen. Social media is monitoring everything that is being posted. We know that Facebook has a lot of liberals working for the organization, but I was simply giving a story, a bill that Ted Cruz has introduced. It's news. It's a bill that I don't think, I mean, raise your hand if you disagree. That's crazy. That's crazy if you would disagree with revoking the citizenship of Americans who want to join ISIS. Anyways, tried to post that video, tried to, oh, he just texted me. It was YouTube that said that to him, not Facebook. Right, Dennis? Correct me if I'm wrong. He just said YouTube, not Facebook. So it was either YouTube or Facebook, I'm going to tell you in a second. But either way, it's social media, and they're monitoring everything that we're putting out right now. And it's just a matter of time. Right now, it's politics. Okay, it was YouTube. It's just a matter of time that right now, that's one story, okay? How many more stories are we, Dennis, Harlan, and me going to try to post that are just simply trying to get the news out there that social media says, no, we don't want this to reach a very large audience? How scary is that? I mean, the other thing that I was thinking about is, when am I going to post, I don't know if you guys follow me on my Facebook page, but when am I going to post a Bible scripture that Facebook says, yeah, no, we don't think that this is something that everybody should see or share, or everyone's not going to agree with this, so you can't advertise your Bible scripture. Okay. I mean, it's just a matter of time. And I wanted to let you guys know we did, because you may not see a story. You may be wondering why something's not being advertised. Well, at this point in time, it's up in the air because we don't have the capability. We don't own Facebook or these social media sites. We're not going to be able to advertise some of the stories that we want to, and to reach a larger audience that needs to hear this kind of stuff. The people that are watching MSNBC, that will never click on DML, that would never click on any other conservative media outlet or any other unbiased media outlet, it won't ever reach them, because places like YouTube or possibly Facebook or, you know, another social media site may be monitoring it and saying, no, we don't want people over here to see that. Freaky. Cell phone poll. This one's fun. Okay, switching topics to like something that's not even political, but that's fun to talk about. Cell phones on planes. I want to hear what you guys have to say here too, because I'm definitely going to go back and read every single comment, especially you people that don't like my voice. That sucks. Do you know every time I read somebody that doesn't like my voice, Scarlett needs voice training. Oh my gosh. What? So I sound like this? Today, hold on. Cell phones on plane poll. Oh, this one's fun. We did a poll on this, You want me to sound like a news person, but I'm just not going to do it. I really, I don't want to do it. My point with that was, is I'm reading every one of your comments after this is done. So please, if you don't like my voice, I'm sorry. Just don't listen. But the cell phone on plane, poll, we did the other day, and 80% of you guys said that if you had the choice, you would not prefer cell phones to be used on planes, which is understandable. I mean, I guess you don't want, you know, Cindy over there saying, Barbara, I'm on a plane, Barbara, I can't hear you. You know, that would be pretty annoying. I'm pretty sure that's why 80% of you guys don't want people talking on planes. Me personally, it could be, I mean, I can wait until I land. I think internet would be the most important. Free internet. So if that poll were to be redone, I'm curious who wants free internet on the plane, because that would be pretty freaking awesome. But make sure that you can find those polls on the DML app. You can also find the polls on DennisMichaelLynch.com. We've got them everywhere. We're staying in the know, up to date with everything. And we want to know what you guys think. I think we did a poll on the DML name change. So DML Daily was because of you guys. So we really do care. The last thing that I'm going to talk about today, before I wrap everything up, is good old Hillary's doing good. She just met with one of the SNL actresses. What's her name? Kate McKinnon. Again, my dogs with the craziness. She met with the SNL actress Kate McKinnon. I don't know about you guys, but I don't watch Saturday Night Live anymore. It's not funny, because all it is bashing conservatives. And obviously, if Clinton is meeting with some of the main actresses that make fun of Kellyanne Conway, Donald Trump, and a lot of the other people, I mean, I don't want to be watching any of that. It's not funny when it's just consistently bashing conservatives. I mean, do you guys watch Saturday Night Live anymore? I don't. But she just met with that woman, was having dinner with her. Clearly, you know, they're in the buddy group, probably making scripts for this Saturday Night Live show coming up that is going to bash something that Kellyanne Conway did this week. I don't know. But it was funny because I think it was interrupted by a Trump supporter saying, lock her up. So, I don't know, guys. The last thing, obviously, just one quick reminder, is to download the DML app if you don't have it already. You can find it on your iPhones in the App Store. You can find the app in Google Play for Androids. As far as tablets and iPads go, it's the same thing. And don't forget, DennisMichaelLynch.com/donations. These are a huge help for DML and everything that we're trying to do. Dennis is using every single cent that you guys give him to put into making this something that is big, something that can help a lot of people understand what is actually going on in the world. We are truly 100% based on giving you guys nothing but the truth, and I want you guys to be able to trust us. And in order to make this something that works, we need your help. So thank you to everybody that's donated so far. Thank you guys for listening today. Again, I'm Scarlett Fakhar, filling in for DML. Catch me on DML Reports. You can see some of my articles on Facebook. I'll be helping out with that They Come to America app. I'm still alive. I'll still be working for DML, and I'm super excited. All right, until later.